Hello, everybody. It's a huge pleasure for me to be back in Korea today, and thank you so much, Wonsun, for inviting me, because for me, Korea is a country of innovation. Wonsun discussed about our innovation journey since '98, but if you compare Korea to all the other countries in the world, where you can see so much innovation happening over the past 30 years, it's very impressive. But right now, the world is facing a new challenge. And this new challenge is called sustainability. Why? Because we basically have to transform our industry to make it more sustainable if we want to create a better future and more sustainable future to our children. And let me begin my talk by asking you a question. How well do you think Korea is doing when it comes to sustainability so far? Stéphane, what do you think? Stéphane?
Doing well?
Well, not yet. But thank you for trying, Stéphane. Actually, so far, Korea, the emission of CO2 per capita in Korea are 2.3 times more than the world average. And Korea is the sixth biggest emitter of CO2. So it's not yet there. But there is a good news. There is a good news because when you look at what is currently happening in Korea, the investment the Korean government is putting into renewable energy, $55 billion by 2025, the industry of battery, which is developed in the country, because Korea is by far the best inventor of battery and has the biggest market share when it comes to battery. I think there's going to be a lot happening in this country, and it's going to change the game when it's come to sustainability. So in the next few minutes, what I'd love to discuss with all of you is why the industry need to transform now? Why is it so urgent, and in which context you, industry business leaders, are you operating? And then I'd like to take a few examples of industry frontrunners who are really making it happening and try to explain how they do. And last but not least, I will try to give you some advice on how to make it happen in your own company. So, industry. Why is there such a need to transform now? Well, because basically, since a few years, since 3 or 4 years, we are seeing a huge shift in the way industry operates. And I could summarize these 3 shifts in 3 trends. One is from product to experience. The second trend will be the need for resilience. And the third one, the sustainability imperative. So what is it, this from product to experience trend? Well, Korea being a very modern and innovative country, you know it. As of today, already, 76% of consumers prefer to spend their money on experiences rather than products. And for us, working on the industry, that's a game changer. Because most of us, we are producing products. We are manufacturing products. So it means that we will have to change from manufacturing to service company. It means that car company will go from manufacturing car to providing mobility services. And when you think of companies like Safran or Rolls-Royce, who are currently making motors for airplanes, they used to try to do the best possible motors, but they used to do a lot of money as well on the spare part, because maintenance was bringing them a lot of money as well. Tomorrow, or even today, for some of them, they are selling not anymore motors for airplanes, but they are selling hours of flight. And it means what? It means that they have to change their business model in order for the motor to need as little maintenance as possible, and for them to have the spare part that cost as little as possible. And it's a fundamental change they have to perform. And they have to perform it in a context where resilience is super important. In fact, according to a recent survey from Bloomberg, resilience of the supply chains is a top priority for 90% of the CEO. Why? Because, well, we all experience it in 2021, semiconductor crisis. And the effect on the car industry has been huge. You see on that slide the loss that has been incurred because some manufacturing plants had to stop because of lack of semiconductor, $210 billion. Can you imagine the number of cars it represents? Well, and then it's the reason why not only 90% of the top CEO think resilience is a very important topic, but 70% of them think that the only way for them to get a resilient supply chain is through technology, by getting visibility on their supply chain and eventually the virtual twin of their supply chain in order to find real-time alternative where there will be missing some parts. So resilience is a second very important topic if you want to continue to grow in the next few years and decades. And last but not least, sustainability. In the past few years, we've seen a huge increase of natural disaster. In fact, last year there has been 420 natural disasters on the planet, and it's 10 times more than 20 years ago, because of CO2 emissions have increased at such a level that the climate is currently changing. And because of that, and because we want to still give to our children a good planet, a planet where it will be comfortable for them to live, we, industry, we have taken commitment to cut our emission. Us at Dassault Systèmes, we have committed to become net zero by 2040, and I know that Korea has committed to become net zero as well. Most of the companies are doing the same thing. But it will be possible only if we find new way to eco-design, not only to eco-design product in the first stage, because 80% of the emissions are decided at the design stage, but also to basically manufacture in a more sustainable way and to circularize the materials we are using in our product. So it's a brand new world, a world where we will have to transform our business model to go from product to experience, which means basically from manufacturing to service, where we will have to find more resilient supply chain and do more sustainable products and services. So is it possible? Well, the good news is yes. Yes, and in fact, here in Korea, we are seeing very good examples of companies who are making it. And not only are they making it possible, proving to transform their business model to be more sustainable, but on top of that, they do that and they prove that it makes sense because they are one of the world leaders. If you look at Samsung Electronics, which is the world first in terms of market share, or LG Electronics, or even companies like Hyundai, Kia, POSCO, SK Hynix, they have both understood the trends, but they have also managed to transform it to make it a competitive advantage. And how? Well, there is no secret. They worked on it. They work on it, and when it comes to HKMC or Kia, they have taken huge commitment to go into EV by taking important either shares of their sales, commitment in terms of sales shares or in terms of millions of vehicles. And when it comes to electronic company, well, they are working very hard in terms of reducing their e-waste or increasing their recycling rate in order to make it happen. And well, we are very proud, in fact, as Dassault Systèmes, to have been one of the catalysts of the transformation of this company. I'm very happy to have at my table somebody from Hyundai Rotem because it's a very important partner for us. Why? Because together with them, we've been able to help them develop a new eco-friendly engine thanks to the virtual twin of the engine, improving both design quality and process efficiency and basically making Hyundai Rotem and Hyundai Motor Group more sustainable. And for us, we are very proud of it. But what we are doing with this amazing car company, we are also able to do it with some architecture and engineering company like POSCO AEC. You know that engineering, that basically the construction sector is basically responsible for 40% of the world emission of CO2. It's huge. So when, together with POSCO, we use a virtual twin of a building to not only reduce the construction period, but also reduce the number of materials that is used to do the construction, and to help them take the best decision real time, we are able to help them reduce significantly their emissions thanks to the virtual twin of the building. And each case, be it with electronic company, be it with car company, with infrastructure company, what is the secret? What is the secret that makes it possible to transform the business model to make it more sustainable? David, stop looking at your iPhone and tell me the secret.
The secret is the virtual twin.
Et ben voilà. You see, industry VPs are very intelligent at Dassault Systèmes. Thank you, David. Because indeed, the key enabler of this sustainable transformation is the virtual twin, either by working on the eco-design of the product, thanks to the virtual twin of the product, or working into sustainable manufacturing with the virtual twin of the factory, or working at the virtual twin of the supply chain to make the supply chain more sustainable, or even working on the virtual twin of the enterprise in some sectors and some companies like steel company in order to optimize the process for sustainability. So for us, virtual twin is the key enabler and key catalyst of sustainable transformation. But you might ask yourself, between the virtual twin of the product, of the company, of the manufacturing plant, of the value network, where do I begin? Well, us at Dassault Systèmes, we believe if you want to transform, to become more sustainable and to go from product to experience in a resilient way, there are three key aspects. And the first one is to identify your priorities. The second is to invest on the most transformative solutions, the ones that are going to bring you the most results more quickly, and last but not least, to invest in your people. And when it comes to your priorities, in fact, it really depends on which sector you operate or which industry you operate. Here on that table, you can see my friend Philippe Bartisol. Philippe Bartisol is a guy who is passionate about tire. I met him at the gym at 7 a.m. this morning, and he managed on the treadmill to discuss tires with me. So he really likes it. And basically, he will be very happy. No, that's true, Philippe. He will be very happy to discuss what can be done in terms to make tire more sustainable. And it goes a lot with new materials, but also sustainable manufacturing. When it comes to energy, I was lucky enough, thanks to Wonsun, to discuss with a very interesting company at lunchtime. And well, in order to transform, to make energy more sustainable, there are basically two ways, and we discuss it. There is renewable energy, and there is nuclear, especially small modular reactors. So if you're in the power industry, really the two priorities you should have is either renewable or SMR. If you're in transportation and mobility, of course, electric vehicle will be key. If you're in high-tech, like my friend Stéphane, still here after his long response. Thank you for staying, Stéphane. Well, green electronics will be key in order to make it happen. And well, if you want how to transform and you are in aerospace and defense, then you should definitely go to David, because David will explain you how he can use virtual twin of plane to do an electric or an hydrogen plane. So you see, from one industry to the others, the priority will be different, but each time there is one or two ingredients that will make it possible for you to really be well in advance of competition. And to help you to be well in advance to competition, well, we have worked very hard with all the industry VP, Stéphane, David, Philippe, and much other, and all the others, to determine by industry transformative solution that you can apply in priority in order to transform their business model, from program excellence in aerospace and defense to next generation engineering in high-tech or single source of speed in industrial equipment. These solutions are the ones that will have most effect when it comes to transforming your products or services to make them more sustainable. And I have a good news, it works. And on that slide, you can see some of our amazing Korean customers who managed to do, for example, e-trucks like Equal, reducing weight, material consumption, and efficient processes thanks to the 3D Experience platform, or Meta Biomed in life science. He was able to do better, more sustainable med device, reducing development errors and shorten development times thanks to the 3D Experience platform. Not to mention dozen consultants who are doing civil engineering services and were able to do it quicker and more sustainably with the 3D Experience platform. So, two first steps, choose your priority, find the most transformative solutions. And here we can help you. But then, well, there is nothing you can do without your people. You've seen that I was quoting my team very much. It's because first they're great, I love them, but also because I think that I cannot do anything without them. And it's probably the same for you. If you don't embark your team on your digital transformation, on your sustainable transformation, on your business transformation, it will be super tough for you to get there. But to embark your team, they have to understand the priorities, but also to basically get the right skills to make it happen. And according to the World Economic Forum, by 2030, all of us in this room, will be lacking between 3 and 4 essential skills in order to perform our jobs, and our team as well. And that will be very much complicated if we don't have the right skill to continue to help our company to grow. So what did we do at Dassault Systèmes? You see it behind me. We have worked very hard at identifying the skills of tomorrow, be it eco-design, lean management, mechatronics, model-based system engineering, not only to identify them, but also to create the learning experience that are going to empower your team in order for them to be able to pursue the transformation, lead the transformation together with you. So, in a nutshell, we live in a complex world. We live in a complex world where if we want our industry to continue to grow and to get new market share, they have to continue to transform, always quicker, to go from product to experience, to create resilient supply chain, and to create sustainable products and services. Us at Dassault Systèmes, we are very much committed to sustainability. In fact, as was mentioned by Won-Soon, sustainability is at the center of our purpose because we want to imagine sustainable innovation capable of harmonizing product, nature, and life. And my talk today was to explain to you that not only it's important for us, but we consider it's our mission to help you to go towards this sustainable transformation. And together with my team, we will be very happy to discuss this with you today, tomorrow, or in the next few years and few months and years, because we believe there is something extremely important for the planet and for our children that we can do together. Thank you.